Nobody likes to be interrupted, but this happens all the time, especially while we are presenting something in the middle of a meeting with our colleagues. Today I'm going to show you how to reply to those arguers and interrupters without sending them clearly to Hi, my name is Marco, and after working almost 20 years on board the ship as a deck officer and after training so many captains from the most accredited maritime school in leadership, today I'm going to share with you what I learned on board. First of all, we need to understand that we have different type of disturbant and conflictual people. The first one is the interrupter. The interrupter is that specific guy which suddenly is just speaking up and interrupting the flow of your logic discussion. What we are supposed to do? Number one, we are going to agree with him and trying to validate his point. But then we remind him that on the end of your presentation there will be a space for the Q&A, and he is kindly invited to keep further question for the end of the presentation. The second type of conflictual people is the arguer, which is even one of the most challenging one. The arguer is there to fight and to challenge you. He will be standing up and trying to say something like, I'm not agree with what you are saying, I personally believe, etc., etc. What we are supposed to do? Number one, we start to agree with his point, even if we don't think in the same way, but we try to validate initially his opinion. And then we ask him to explain a little bit better the reason why he believes so. Third, we are going to offer him another perspective, another point of view. And this shift will be extremely useful to calm down the arguer and to change the frequency of the tension. Fourth, we are going then to ask him what eventually would be a solution for this disappointment. And five, the last one, we are going to repeat what he just said, so he will be feeling that what he has been rising for has been accomplished. The third type of conflictual person is the talker. The talker is that specific guy which is talking on a mobile phone or maybe with someone seated close by. What we can do? First of all, we try to get his attention by watching at him and trying to establishing an eye contact. If he's not really getting the message, then we try to involve him and asking him what he think about this last sentence, or even you can ask him if there is something urgent that he would like to share with the rest of the group. Then definitely he will be understanding what's going on and hopefully he will be stopping from talking. The fourth different type of interrupter or conflictual person is the character. Is that specific person which just care about himself or herself, wanna grab some attention, so he will be standing up and just sharing what he believes. Well, this person is really hard to manage because what matters for him is just the contribution he can give to the others and gathering some approval from the others. So what is important here to do? To try to move out the attention from him, trying to acknowledge what he's saying and immediately to move to someone else to make it clear that the attention and the 5 seconds of celebrity is already over. And the fifth one, which is not really a conflictual person, but is someone which also will eventually break the flow of your speech, is that specific person that when you ask a question, he don't reply. We call him the silent. Probably is like this just because he's shy, not because he wanna interrupt you or because he has something against you. He's just a shy person. He's that specific guy which never stand up himself for the hand while you are speaking. So in this case, if you see that person is feeling uncomfortable to give you an answer and eventually an hook to keep your discussion and your speech going on, then you can share the same question to everybody. In that way, he will be feeling encouraged to give his opinion too. Okay, now that we know who are the protagonists of this movie and who will be a treat for your next speech, just remember this. During a speech, you might face similar situation, but don't worry. If you learn how to manage it, you have nothing to be afraid. But there is one extra bonus information or tip that I would like to share with you. In no any case, you are supposed to share the same frequency of tension. Sometimes we will see people particularly angry or disappointed for no reason. And it's very easy to get connected on the same frequency of tension, anger, or anything is disturbing them. So please be aware that most of the time the problem is not you, the problem is with them. So try to don't be connected with that frequency of anger by raising your volume or by tumbling and shaking your hand. Remain calm and don't worry, because as long you keep your voice calm, your breathing freely, then you will be able to manage the situation, and the people in the room will understand who has control. Because if you succeed to keep the control of the situation with your mind and with your body, then whoever is screaming, insulting or yelling is perceived as the weak one. I hope this information will be helpful for your next speech. Write me in the comment if ever happened a similar situation to you. And as I always say, there is no good leaders without a good communication. See you.